Hey guys, this is John with For Love of Gear. Today we are going to talk about the pack that I've been using out in the field, which is the F-Stop Shinn 80L pack. I got this with the extra large internal camera unit, and I also have the large ICU, which I typically will actually just put in my backpacking pack, because I've taken this backpacking one time, had over 50 pounds in it, but unfortunately it's actually extremely uncomfortable. I hiked in about 7 miles, about 2,000 feet of elevation gain, and it just was really starting to hurt my shoulders. I just don't think it's quite built for actually backpacking. That being said, when I have it between about 30 and 40 pounds, it seems to be okay. A couple of things I really dig with their redesigned Dura Diamond. We've got this nice big, you can see it's kind of dirty, big reinforced patch on here. This is great for setting the pack, actually, putting it down, and then being able to get the rear camera access. I like this front little pocket. I just use it to store the rain cover. And I will say that the pack itself feels extremely weather resistant, but I'm still always going to have a rain cover. The one thing that I did note is that the rain cover, when you've got things strapped to the outside, doesn't quite fit. But overall, I've really enjoyed using this backpack, if anything, even just for having it completely loaded up to just sit in the back of my car, open, so that I can get to everything that I need. The tripod pocket I like, though I do prefer how Shimoda Designs do theirs, where they have kind of a flip out pouch. For this, you've got your water bottle pocket here, which doesn't seem quite strong enough to be durable over time, putting the tripod legs in there. But so there's this side pocket that you can kind of zip open, and then place your tripod in there. And I'm using the three-legged thing J tripod. This has been really awesome. Just set this down. Yeah, so there's a side pocket in here. And there's also another larger side pocket in here, and I actually have in one of these all these different gatekeeper straps tossed in there. So back to the front of the pack. You've got nice big loops for trekking poles or like an ice axe, and you've got a loop, webbing loop on the bottom to secure those, or to put like a sleeping pad. This big front pouch is absolutely massive. I've got a hard shell jacket in there right now, rain pants, some gloves, apparently the spork, and then I've actually got 2 samples of my products, some new construction that I need to get photos of. Inside here, you've got a little Velcro pocket, and then below a waterproof, what seems to be waterproof, zippered pocket. But if you're looking for a pack that can actually hold all of your camera gear and all of your hiking and outside adventure gear, and you actually carry a lot of stuff, definitely recommend looking at the 80L. Of course, it can hold a bunch of digital cameras or mirrorless cameras. Most of what I do is video, so in here I normally am carrying A gimbal, DJI RSC2 gimbal with some extra handles. I've got my Atomos Ninja recorder. I've got my follow focus. I've got microphones, all sorts of audio equipment in here. But the only complaints that I really have is just one, it was not comfortable to take backpacking, which was unfortunate. And then two, there's not a great way to carry water that's accessible. When I'm hiking 10 and 15 miles, I'm a hiker first, and so I want quick and easy access to hydration. It does have a place for a hydration bladder. The routing isn't all that great. I'd like to see it somewhere else. And I'd like to see these water bottle pockets be easier to access on the go. They could have also made them taller so things don't fall out. And of course, you've got your back access here. And you've got the ICU. Now this isn't loaded up. I'll do another shot of this where it is actually all loaded up. But this is the extra large ICU, and it takes up almost the whole pack. They sell their bundle with the Master Cine ICU, and that does take up the whole entire pack. So if you have a larger cinema camera, you can basically have it fully rigged and just in here, so all you need to do is get to your location and pull out the camera. Going on to the top though, there's actually, there's still room in here for, like, in the summer, this is enough room for all my stuff for hiking, but in the winter, that's not even close. But on the top here, got another zippered pocket. Got a little toggle here. I'm not entirely sure what that's for. So that's the top of the main pack. And then on the actual top lid here, you've got even more room, another zippered pocket. I just throw my 2-panel wrap in here. There is a zippered compartment in here that actually has 2 pockets. And then there's this actually really burly key loop. And then all around the pack are these little webbing loops for their gatekeeper straps. So you can secure a lot of straps and other accessories to the outside of the pack. Now, actually getting this pack on, it's pretty comfy. One really weird thing that I've noticed, and maybe it's just my buckle, but for my sternum strap, if I put like any kind of pressure on the buckle, it doesn't actually buckle. So I'm not really sure what that's about, but it can be a little bit of a pain in the neck. I mean, right now, shouldn't be having trouble. There we go. The hip belt is interesting in that there's not actually a buckle. It's this little metal toggle, but lots of room to make things really tight. The other thing I don't love is that there's no pockets on the hip belt, which I get because you're gonna probably put a camera holster here, which I do, but then on the left side, it would have been nice, and maybe F-Stop will offer a pocket attachment in the future, because I'd like to put my phone here or my snacks. This pack is about as close to a perfect marriage of hiking and photography, but there's definitely some just hiking features that, like in my other backpacks that are built specifically for hiking, I've got that don't have in here. That's fine. To adjust the sternum strap, there's a webbing for like daisy loops, so you can pop out the webbing and get it to where you want it. It's an interesting weight saving feature I think that they are using that for, when nothing else about this pack is trying to save weight. But overall, it's actually built extraordinarily solid. I'm very confident that in bad weather, this will protect all my equipment. I do like how there are load lifters on here to help with the heavy loads. They definitely do. I can't quite figure out why there are these little mesh pockets on the shoulder straps. It helps sometimes, I guess, with routing a hydration hose through, but there's also these bigger burly loops. And then these metal buckles, which I'm assuming are for attaching the Navin camera holster to the front of your chest, but it just seems like a lot going on. But everything about this pack is sturdy. All the hardware, all the zippers, all the buckles, and then all the zippered areas have overlapping fabric just to help with keeping everything out. So let's take a bit of a closer look at some of the internal features of this pack. Alright, so within the ICU right now, you can see I've got gimbal, Atomos recorder, I've got my little Smallrig mini map box, follow focus, drone, controller, got more microphone equipment, got a big battery bank, hard drive for the Atomos, and then I've got 2 batteries for the Atomos, 2 drone batteries in here. Got a DJI mic. There's a lot of room inside the ICU here, and it's just, it's pretty much infinitely customizable. So I really like that I can now actually carry everything that I need for a video shoot just in this pack. Super convenient. Oh yes, and then I've got another lens down here. With the extra large ICU that I have, it's not quite wide enough to fill the whole pack. So typically on both sides, you've got some webbing and then a hook that you actually can secure the little toggle right in here. It's hard to see, but so you can secure the ICU onto these little toggles. And then it's not gonna go anywhere. I have it hooked up, but just only on the one side. There's this really nice padded cover to the unit, and then you can zip it up if need be. But I typically just have it open, so that way when you open up the pack, you can get to everything that you need. Now on the back panel here, when you open this up, you've got a nice big pouch. And put a laptop or a tablet in there, or your hydration bladder, but that really does not work great. Then you've got 4 tiny little magnetized pockets. I could picture putting some SD cards in there. Got another waterproof zippered pocket there, and then a magnetized just expandable pouch in here. This is good for just cables, cards, maybe some filters, and just other accessories. That's really nice. On the pack, you do also get a nice big hauling handle on the side here, so you've got multiple points that you can pick this thing up. On the very bottom here, there's a piece of string where this is where you'll attach the rain cover. Here you can see the zipper pocket. That's where I put my tripod. Stretchy mesh pockets here. Would have been nice if these came up a little bit higher, or actually if the angle of this was even reversed. Gatekeeper strap, and these straps have an added security, so there's a little toggle that you flip up, and then you can actually tighten it or loosen it, and then once you got it where you want, buckle it right back down. I've got gatekeeper straps all over because I put things just kind of all over. Front of the pack again. Again, everything is constructed extremely well. I've got a ton of confidence in this pack. And I just like how modular they can be. Because like I said, even if I'm just using it like in my truck, I just like to have all my stuff in one place. And it's worked out super well. Definitely not afraid to get it dirty. And on the bottom of the pack, it's reinforced incredibly strong. You can just sit that in a puddle of water and it'd be fine. There is a little drain hole here. If you do get water in your pack, it'll come out this little hole right there. So that's the F-Stop Shinn 80 liter and the internal camera unit. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope that this video will help you make an informed purchase.